Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Drew Can't Drive Gran Turismo. So, I decided after my questionable race in the GTR the other day that I would go back in with the Toyota Supra and see if I can go any faster or do any better. Now, remember, I'm not trying to win everything, I'm just trying to get better and more comfortable racing with other drivers. And there is one thing I need to state, the thumbnail. Now, Super GT did not talk to me directly per se. However, I was watching one of his videos and I said, it's really smart that he's not talking while driving, because when I try to do it, nothing really comes to mind. And so a voiceover might be worth trying. So, it's a little clickbaity, fair enough, but maybe it'll work, maybe. Hi, Super GT, sorry, dude, I didn't want to name drop you, but you never know what's going to happen, so, he's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, is because, maybe all those, I think it's been years now of watching his videos, I decided that, maybe somebody would want to watch me progress from really bad driver to maybe winning a few races once I get up into the upper scales. So as you can see, I tried to do a lap and I ran out of time, but the Supra seemed pretty much exactly the same on time. I couldn't really tell a difference. It was a bit more stable. So we come in, we qualified 9th previously, and I was in a lobby that was really interesting. It's these lobbies I'm in right now because I don't spend a lot of time online, or kind of hit and miss, but come on a journey of 5 laps of this track. I'm not going to say the name of the track because I'll butcher it, but so we started 9th, and whenever I'm doing these races, my goal is to not rage quit, get a clean race, and maybe go up to the top. Normally I don't qualify at all and I just start at the back and do my thing, but as you can see, everybody was getting a little crazy. Somebody tried to pit maneuver me. I guess the Toyota Supra is a bit heavier than most expect. And then come through this turn, I was racing this guy the whole race, and then this guy just straight up try to take me out. But luckily he went invisible. So I'm trying, and I get rear-ended. So this is just the lobbies whenever you're in the middle of the pack. And I want you to see the top left. There's still 14 people on the racetrack. And normally I'd say I progress up the rankings because people leave, but this was actually a really good race in the sense of I started 9th, I moved up, and the other drivers were so bad that as long as I just drove on the track, I would do decent. So that helps. I'm trying to give way as best I can without rear-ending anybody or knocking them over. There's a lot of fortunate things happening around me with people overdriving. And don't forget, I am on a controller, so I'm not shifting, which I feel puts me at a disadvantage compared to people with steering wheels or those who have a controller and can shift, because the automatic transmission just is not ideal for maximum everything. So I overshot this and I went a bit wide everywhere and I was not in the right position. But as you can see up ahead, everybody was going wide and hitting the wall, and I did not do that. So I was making good headway in the sense of I don't have penalties to serve. I made little mistakes here and there. I don't feel I made major mistakes, which is an improvement for me. I don't know what happened. I think he had a serve penalty also, Mr. GDK. So I was just trying to drive my race and be mindful. This guy raced me. These two guys were racing me the whole race. I could have maybe gone a little bit more to try and, but I feel like when I push too hard, I make huge mistakes. So I'm better off just doing what I'm comfortable with and see what those around me do. The best is when others around me start fighting each other and then I'm able to just drive off. So I'm comfortable in 5th place after 2 laps. I'm not going to give away the ending. We'll say it was better than the previous race. I didn't get knocked off the track, which I'm thankful for. It's nothing worse than trying and doing a clean race and doing your best and then going and getting hit off the track by somebody else, and that's just the end of your race. Also, let me know if you prefer me doing the voiceover after the fact, and I can have the view out of the car and show you guys what's happening around. I had a little bit of a situation there. This Yokoi is, I kind of felt like he was a decent driver. He just pushed it too hard, and I was capitalizing a little bit better, and this GDK was getting his elbows out a little too much. Didn't really, I don't know, maybe he's on a controller too. It's harder for him to control. I don't know. It was a little bit, he came up behind me. I'm pretty sure I took that turn wrong anyway. I took all the turns wrong. This car's a little easier to handle than the GTR. I could point it where I want to and it goes. Oh, I overshot that anyway. So I slowed down a bit more and he went up and hit the wall. This was interesting. He did all that on the wall and didn't get a penalty for it. But that's okay. I got by him. So these guys are, I don't know, let me know how good or bad they're doing. Don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm doing great either. I'm just trying to say I tried to slam on the brakes and luckily I ghosted, so I didn't rear end him. I don't know, I felt they were just pushing too hard and causing too many problems. If they would just calm down, they would have flown past me and I would have never seen them again. I mean, you always want to go fast, but there's a limit to how fast is actually slower than what you're capable of doing if you just slow down a little bit. Oh, we're on the final lap here, and Porsche up here is doing a burnout. So I'm just trying to keep myself in the lines and not losing too much time. Both these guys up here hit the wall so hard. They just gave me the race. Oh, I guess only GDK hit the wall. Anyway, he hit the wall hard enough that it gave him a penalty, and because it's the last lap, it kind of ruined his race. So you might think that, yeah, Drew didn't really earn the 5th place, but I look at it like this. Racing has opportunities. I stayed on the track. I kept my nose clean. Nobody hit me off the track, luckily. So I will take this 5th place because you know, I started 9th. I went up to 5th, and there's still 12 people on the racetrack. So I mean, that's a huge positive for me. And I think I even got the clean race for this. So, I mean, that's an improvement in my book. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Give me a like and a subscribe. And if you like this view, I'll continue doing it. If you don't like the voiceover, tell me that. And I look forward to seeing you guys. And hey, Super GT, thanks for letting me shout you out. I'll be back for another race. This was fun. Have a good one.